my geeks and freaks? Big Girl Geek here with a brand new video. So as you can see, I'm in my car. I am about to head in to watch X-Men Dark Phoenix. So I just wanted to say before I go in, this review, this movie, I don't know. My expectations are not that great for the film. So, because if you guys have followed my channel, X-Men's my favorite superhero team, my favorite superheroes. They are what got me into comic books and comic book animation and comic book movies, and start off this whole thing that I love to do and love to enthrall myself in, which is this fandom. So I've been let down by previous movies, Days of Future Past and Apocalypse, but excuse me, thankfully this is the last movie in this franchise. Now, some movies, of course, I loved. I love the original X-Men from 2000, which gave us Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, the very first movie. It, in my opinion, ushered in the whole wave of these comic book movies that we know today, as far as the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, and the DCU. So, I mean, I give it its props, but I am ready for it to end. Move on. I'm ready for it, this franchise, to come back home to Marvel and to Disney now that they have bought Fox, and to put these characters with the rest of the MCU so we could see Black Panther and Storm, so we could see Wolverine and Hulk, so we could see these characters. So, I'm ready to see how it ends. I'm not excited. I've stayed away from YouTube reviews and reviews online. I've only seen my friends saying that they went to see it on Facebook or something, tagging them at their theater. I had a friend that said he loved it. He didn't like Endgame, so he said this movie was better than Endgame. I loved Endgame, so I'm not really feeling what he's saying. He knows who he is. But I'm we are on two different wavelengths with this. But we both love the X-Men. We both have been fighting for Storm, for a proper story. I doubt she gets it in this movie, but I'm sure she'll get it when she comes home to Marvel. So I did want to start this off. That's why it's a little bit different. I'm not in front of my computer at my home. I'm in the car. I'm going in with an open mind, but I am not expecting much from this Dark Phoenix saga. It's one of the best stories of the X-Men, and the best story that Marvel has ever put out was this X-Men saga in the comics with Jean Grey, and the 90s cartoon X-Men did it great justice. So I'm curious to see what they do. I don't like how the route they went with Mystique, her being this leader, her being in the X-Men, her being this teacher, this vital force, this driving force for them. Not really feeling that. I don't like how, to my knowledge, that Nightcrawler is not her son. I don't like, just a lot of things I don't like. I really don't like how they did Storm. Storm is my favorite X-Men character, my favorite superhero character, #1. I don't like how they just give her lightning powers. She's so much more than her lightning powers. They kind of had touched on it when Halle Berry was doing the role, where she would do a tidal wave, which was cut, some tornadoes and things like that. But it's mostly lightning and flying and all that. And yes, she's that, but she's so much more. I don't like how they nerfed Rogue, but now that maybe Rogue is coming back and that character is coming back to Marvel, maybe we'll see Rogue steal Captain Marvel's powers. Who knows? But let's get into this. You guys will see me after I view the movie. I may just sit in my car and do a review that way. I may pop up, how I usually do it back at my house. So we'll see. But here we go. Hey, what is up, my geeks and freaks? Okay, so I just left X-Men Dark Phoenix, and it was not bad. I don't know if the critics are just jumping on the bandwagon of hating on the X-Men movies, but it was better than Apocalypse. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Sorry if you hear noise. It's my AC because it's very hot outside, so it's very hot in my car. So I'm not mad. This will contain spoilers, so if you have not seen the movie, I would stop right now. But it is not a bad movie. Oh my god! Okay, so if you're a Mystique fan, this movie probably isn't for you, because that's the end of her. We do lose Mystique, which I'm ecstatic about, because like I said in the beginning of the video, prior to seeing the movie, I hate how they try to make Mystique into this fucking catalyst for the X-Men or whatever. But she had a couple cute little lines or whatever, That was fine. But also, if you're a Quicksilver fan, like if you're coming to see this for Quicksilver, he's not in the shit at all. Okay, he had 2 little scenes, and Jean took him out, like hurt him, and we didn't see him to the end of the movie. So I don't know what the fuck that was about. Was he off filming American Horror Story? I don't know. You know what else I found really weird about it? Everyone was calling everybody by their first name, like their government name in the movie. It would be like Hank for Beast, Eric for Magneto, Charles, Raven, Scott. You know, everybody was getting called by their government name except Storm. Nobody was calling her Aurora. They were just like, hey, Storm, 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 Storm. I was like, okay, I don't know what that was about. I just found that to be funny. Magneto was Magneto. He had his scenes, like the scenes you saw in the trailer is the scenes you got with him. Nothing different. He had his own little camp of some new mutants that we got to see that was pretty cool. So I won't spoil everything. I'll let you see who those new mutants are if you want to be surprised about that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, we lost Mystique, which I'm pretty sure you guys knew, and Quicksilver got nerfed. But I really wasn't mad. Like, I really enjoyed the action. The story, not so much. They changed the Dark Phoenix story. Jessica Chastain as the villain was not scary at all to me. I mean, she did a great villain face. Like, her acting was fine, but she wasn't scary. And I always get her confused with the girl that plays in Jurassic World. I know they're 2 different redheads, but I always confuse which one is which. Jessica Chastain is this one, so that means Bryce Dallas Howard is the girl from Jurassic World. Okay. But they look exactly alike. I'm sorry. I don't know. I can't believe they're not sisters. But anyway, so her as the villain, and then they had my guy. I don't know if you guys watch Chicago Med, but there is a doctor on Chicago Med, a recurring character named Dr. Latham, a black guy, and I've been wondering why the hell he wasn't on Chicago Med. He was in this. He was on Team Bad. Sophie Turner, who plays Jean Grey, this is right off the heels of the Game of Thrones finale, and she killed it, yo. Her acting, I mean, I wasn't feeling her in Apocalypse, but she killed this. Like, this was her movie. It's named after her character, Dark Phoenix, and I think she held the film great. She killed it. I mean, she really, really gave it her all, and I'm like super proud to be her stan. I really enjoyed her. Now I didn't like how they nerfed Quicksilver. I don't know why he wasn't used in the movie. Now as far as, you know, my biggest gripe is, did they give Storm her justice? Yeah, kind of, sort of. She was still doing lightning, very heavy on the lightning. She had a scene where she did do some cold powers, and she did use the wind to like lift her up so she could fly. But yeah, very, very heavy on the lightning, but it was cool though. Like, her and Beast had a moment on the train where they were fighting together because Magneto was like, oh, Hank, go help Storm, which I love. Something about him, Michael Fassbender, saying go help Storm, I love. And he goes up there to help her because she's like taking out all these bad guys, but she was like, they were still coming. And they had a scene where, you know, he was flipping around doing his flips, and that's all he was there for. He was there for the emotional part of losing Raven, but then he was just there to do his flips. He was doing his flips, taking them out, and then you see her in the back flying around, just zapping people. That was fucking cool. So it's like everyone got a little bit of their moment except Quicksilver to shine doing their powers. And I liked it, but I wanted more. Like, there was a scene where kind of like Nightcrawler was like all scary, and like scary the whole fucking movie. And I'm like, okay, what's up? And then so he finally got angry, and when he got angry, he went full Nightcrawler and was just taking these people out, taking them out, using his tail. Loved it, but it was so freaking quick. I'm like, come on. So this is the last movie, and it's like, I guess it couldn't fit everything in, and it's definitely about Jean Grey. And it's like her and Scott had like a little part, but they didn't even really have like a love story that, I mean, they did, but it wasn't like enough to make me feel like these is like, you know, how Scott and Jean are supposed to be. Like, you know, when Wolverine comes, he kind of messes it up, but I don't know. I don't know if their love was believable for me in this movie. I mean, I just knew that that's, you know, they're comic book canon, and it's like, I know that they're supposed to love each other. That's spit. Oh, excuse me if I'm spitting. But yeah, I don't know. It just wasn't enough for me. But it was very all about Jean Grey. Even the girl playing young Jean Grey was great. You know, Charles is Charles. It was very much, I kind of felt like I was like I did a Barry Allen and went back in time, because it was very much giving me X-Men 3, X-Men Last Stand vibes. It was like some of the same scenes. I don't know if they were paying homage to it, but it was some of the same scenes. No after credit scene, so you don't have to waste your time, and no cameo from Stan Lee, which is very weird because this was shot a while ago before he passed. I don't know why Stan Lee wasn't in this. That kind of made me upset. But, I mean, I enjoyed it more than I thought. There was a couple of times I was like, yes, 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 and I was clapping, you know, I was like, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. So I'm very surprised. If I had to rate this, I would definitely give this movie like a 7 out of 10, which is great for me for these X-Men movies. I mean, I would definitely go see it again. I would pay money to go see it again. I really am shocked. So that is my review for X-Men Dark Phoenix. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. As always, can't wait to talk to you and discuss with you. Until next time, I'm out of here. Big girl geek out. Peace.
Hey, where are you going? You just watched a cool video. Subscribe.